Hi guys, this is Matt from Midwest Lacrosse. Today I'm going to show you how to do a reinforced 9-diamond top string. Difference in this top string and the 9-diamond top string that we already have up on our site is that this top string has 3 loops through each scoop hole instead of your standard 2. It gives it a tighter and more polished look for your top string, but you do need to have wide enough holes in your head. So here we go. Alright, so we have our head, our mesh. We folded over the 9-diamond part. The way the mesh folds is with that curve, that natural curve. You want to fold with that. 9 diamonds across. Alright, take our string, take it through the second hole, through the mesh, through the second hole again, creating that loop and then pulling it tight. Alright, now we'll go through the next hole over, through the mesh, through the plastic, pull it snug, then through the plastic, back through the mesh. And where you differ from your normal 9-diamond, normally you just pull it tight and move on, but with this one you're going to put it through the center, through the plastic one more time, just like you did on that second loop. And you're going to pull it all snug. You got to be careful to pull each individual section just to make sure everything comes out tight when you're finished. And if you do it right, it'll look something like that on the back and something like that nice clean guy right there on the front. So we'll skip the 3rd diamond, move on to the 4th. We'll go through the mesh, through the front of the head, pull that snug, go through the back of the head, through the mesh, make sure we're coming through the loop, and then we'll go back through the head the same way one more time. We'll make sure that we come back under through that loop again. That's important that we get the string underneath the loop, and then we got to pull it in succession. So we got that tight, then we'll pull that one tight, then that one tight. Now we've got that nice look again. Boom. Skip the 5th hole, go on to number 6, through the mesh, through the plastic, back of the mesh, front of the plastic, half hitch. I looked it up and it is called a hitch knot, so that's good. And then we're going to go the opposite way, through the back of the head, through the front of the mesh, and then do the exact same thing again to give it that reinforcement. And it does fit a little snug sometimes, so you got to be patient, or you'll have to melt your tip a little bit finer sometimes depending upon your situation. Make sure we pulled each segment tight in its own right. Make sure the whole thing stays tight at the end. Perfect. Got that. Like that. Skip number 7, go in through number 8, come out here. Make sure you go through the loop. Then we go through the back of the head, through the front of the mesh, through the loop, back of the head, front of the mesh, and make sure you get it through that loop there again. And then we pull it tight in succession. Got that part tight. And then that guy tight. And finally, the last part. And we'll lock it all in. And then we've got a nice symmetrical looking back. But the front is the pretty side with that one. See, it's nice and locked down up there. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and just finish it off through the back of the last hole mesh, through the second sidewall hole, and out. Then back through the same mesh hole, back through the same sidewall hole. Pull it tight on that one first, then on that one, and we'll finish our knot off like this. Got to take your time when you do that finishing knot, otherwise it won't end up very tight and you'll have some slack. Alright, and that is how you do a reinforced 9-diamond top string. Stay tuned for more. Check out our Instagram, Midwest Lacrosse Strings, also at Midwest or at MWLax01, and our Twitter at MWLax01, and our website midwestlacrosse.com. Thanks, guys.